Welcome in, whoever just came in. Thanks for the thumbs up. Y'all, I done got caught out here in the rain. So I said, I might as well go live while I'm sitting in the car. But the first little bit of thunder, or the first strike, lightning strike I see, I'm tearing up out of here. Hey, no new friends, what are you doing outside the rain? I got caught in the rain. So I'm sitting in my car in my yard, and I was like, oh Lord. I said, well, I just go live. But as soon as I see some lightning, or I hear some thunder, it's over. I'm gone. Toya said, hey, honey, sweet tea. Hey, Toya. You laughing, Toya? I can't run. I said, I might as well go live, y'all. It's pouring down out here, too. I said, I just turn on my little camera. Because, you know, the rain soothes people. You might be having a bad day or something. So that rain will, ease some of that tension off of you. It soothes you. Put you in a good, good spirit, good place. You're not going to melt. I ain't worried about melting. I'm worried about like that lady I seen yesterday that fell. And she was an older lady. When I took the kids to the park and she slipped and fell, and I felt so sorry for that lady. That's my thing. Worry about falling. Who gonna get your auntie up? Nobody. Toya said you're not gonna melt. No, I ain't gonna melt. You don't keep an umbrella in the car. It's in the trunk, Toya. Why I got it in the trunk, I don't know. I had to go by my daughter's house a minute, so the rain caught me on the way coming back. Toya said, oh my goodness. Yes, and it's pouring down. It's supposed to rain the rest of the night, which I'm fine. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in that house and I'm going to chill. But I ain't did no real good live in a minute. So I say, since I'm stuck out here in the rain, I just go live for a minute. Hey, Renee. Renee sending love. Hey, sweetheart. I hope you're having a good day today. Thanks for tuning in. I see 22 in the chat. 22. With 3 thumbs up. If you don't mind, could you give me a thumbs up? It's free. It helps push our content like this. My content is all about, this is a positive channel, talk channel where we talk about things and things that go on from day-to-day life. I'm just sitting in the rain. I got caught up in the rain, so I'm gonna give y'all a little rain. So if your day down, at least give me a thumbs up for soothing out your day, with the rain, because the rain mellows people out. Hey, Amber. Amber said your smile is very handsome. I'm not even smiling, Renee. I'm an Amber. No new friends say Auntie Toya ate my 3 cheeseburgers. Toya ate your 3. Toya gonna get you no new friends. Toya said, hey, Renee, and she's sending love. Renee said, hey, Toya. She's sending love with a smile. Amber said, hey, honey. Hey, Amber. I'm stuck out here in the rain, Amber. Toya say, laugh out loud, no new friends, sorry. And Toya laughing. Okay, now I got 60 in the chat. Okay, we dropped out. Dropped down to 37. Thanks for the ones that's thumbsing up the chat. Mimi Face said, can I have a shout out, please? Mimi Face, did you give me a thumbs up? Let me see the thumbs up go up, and I sure will. Sam said, it looks wet out there. It is. It's raining, but let me tell you something. To me, the rain is peaceful. That's in the old days. How the older people used to say that's God's doing his work. Be still. Back in the day, you used to have to turn that TV off. You had to be still and be quiet because that's the Lord's doing his work. So when it's rain, it brings peace to me. I love it when it rains. It's soothing. Y'all heard a little thunder. So when God's do his work, I sit back and I be still and let him do his work. My grandson said yesterday when it was raining, he said, Grandma, why it rained? Why it's been raining so much? I said, baby, that's God watering the earth. I said, you want God to water the earth? I said, that's how we eat. He watering the plants and the trees and everything for us to eat. He washing our sins away. He cleaning us up. So let God water the plants and let them give us a little rain. That's what we need. It's soothing, y'all. It makes you calm. All in one said hi. Hi, all in one. Welcome to the chat. If you don't mind, please thumbs up the chat. They help push my content out. Toya say double tap the screen, everyone, and thumbs up the chat. Thank you, Toya. I got 52 in here. If you had an old grandma, she used to tell you to be quiet. Whenever it was raining, that's the Lord. Let the Lord do his work. Thumb it up for me. Stream say, honey, sweet tea. Hey, Stream, welcome to the chat. Renee say, yes, rain is so peaceful. It is. It's peace to your soul. It's, you know, when I was young, I used to like to run out in the rain because it feel like the Lord is cleansing you. Amber say, ha ha, right. Thomas say, hi from Florida. Hi from Florida, Thomas. I have family in Florida. I've been to Florida plenty of times. Welcome into the chat if you don't mind. Please thumbs up the live. Thank you. Toya say, hey, Stream. Stream say, Toya. Amber say, beautiful weather. So nice. Yes, it is. I love the rain. Toya say, Bonnie B. And she's sending love and waving. Miss Rich say, hey, honey love. Miss Rich, you had me listen to that song. I said I'm gonna remix me a song for my my channel off of Honey Love. Stream say Miss Rich. Toya say Miss Rich and she's sending love. Mimi say I subscribe. Well, thank you, love Mimi. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. I hope you don't be disappointed. I hope you find something on here that's inspiring that you would like about my channel. Amber say, are you sitting outside in the car enjoying the weather? Well, yeah, I'm sitting outside. I got stuck out here, but that's all right because it's relaxing. I'm sitting by myself. That's why I said in one of my chats one time, sometimes you have to have time to yourself, especially when you're a mother, you're a dad, even when you're a child. Sometimes, you know, you got school, you got your brothers and sisters, or your mom and dad, you got so much going on in your household and bills and kids and this and that. Sometimes you got to have that alone time. So me being caught up in the car is fine. I'm glad the Lord got me caught up in the car because it gives me a chance to renew my mind, to give me a peace of mind, to get myself together for, you know, whatever goes on, you know, like going in here to cook or whatever I got going on in my house. So that give me a little peace of mind. I ain't got to go nowhere. I'm sitting in my car being peaceful and getting my mind together. Linnell say it's 31 Celsius degrees in London. Well, hey, from London. Linnell, thank you. Welcome to the chat. Please thumbs up the live. I appreciate it, and I hope you subscribe, and I hope you find something here that you like, Linnell. Let's talk about it with Toya. Say it's rules to enter and do not like the live. Please thumbs up the live, everyone. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps push my content out, and it helps so y'all can see more of me. Thank you. Renee say happy Friday, Miss Riz. Stream say Renee. Mimi Face gave me a thumbs up. I appreciate you, love. I appreciate it. Miss Riz said, how are you, Renee? And she's sending love. Renee Gordon say Stream. Miss Riz say love you all here listening. Thanks, Miss Riz. Mimi say I'm from London. Well, welcome from London. That's awesome. That's a place I always wanted to visit. Maybe one day I can. Amber say my family subscribe. You thanks. Well, thank you, Amber. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the everyone that's subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you for helping my channel grow. I love y'all. Thank y'all. No New Friends say, did you take your medicine today? What medicine, No New Friends? I feel a little better today, No New Friends. I don't need no medicine today. This is my medicine right here, sitting out here in this rain, looking at the Lord watering this grass and these trees and these vegetables so we can be able to eat. We got plenty. And you know, he making it where most people got to sit still for a minute. You ain't out here, you can't rip and run besides the people that's working. Some people happen to, you know, sit back a minute and let him do his work. Mimi say, how are you today? How are you? I'm fine, Mimi. I'm doing great today. Thanks for asking. Amber say, about how much time it's raining. I don't know. It just started. I looked at the weather and it's supposed to rain pretty much the rest of the day. But I'm fine. I keep my grandkids during the week. I've been helping out my husband that just had surgery. And, you know, have everything going on with day-to-day life. So being able to sit still and look at God's grace, I'm fine with that. I'm fine. It can rain all day long. And plus, I ain't been able to water my plants. So they need this rain. And there's no rain like, you know, the rain from up above. I mean, water from the rain up above to water your plants. Helps them grow better. Mimi say, sorry, I meant day. It's supposed to rain pretty much all day, Mimi. So anybody have any Friday plans or anything for the weekend going on? I hope y'all have some good plans, or if you need rest, get you some rest, because Lord knows a lot of us need rest. This world, we're so busy. You got to go, 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 go. You don't get to stop. So sometimes you have to stop. Enjoy life. Don't be on the go so much. Just stop and think about the goodness of the Lord and what God has did for you and what He's doing for you and what He's going to do for you. Even the things that He ain't did for you. A lot of times we look at it as, oh my Lord, why you didn't bless me with this, or why you didn't do that. Some things are for a reason, to protect you. Amber says, so do you have a meal timing? I don't know what time it is there. It is actually, let me see what time it is. It is 3:53 here. So I don't know what I'm gonna make today. Today is Friday, so it's like a weekend. I'm not gonna cook too much today because it's the weekend. I've been doing stuff all week. Mimi say, for the holiday, I'm going to Switzerland. Okay. I've never thought about going to Switzerland. I bet that's going to be fun. That's my goal, is to travel to different countries. Just besides the U.S., I want to travel. Amber say, haha, weekend. Yeah, it's the weekend. It's the weekend. So y'all, I don't know. Let me see, what can I talk about today? I usually have some good topics lined up, but my little notebook in the house, I have so many things I like talking about. You want to go to the USA, Mimi? Well, come on over here. There's plenty of love over here too. You would like it. There's some good places in the US, and there's some good people in the US. Yeah. So let me see, what's a good topic that I like talking about? What can we talk about today? Anybody got anything y'all think we should talk about? Amber say, if rain on weekends, so people much enjoy holiday at time and garden or else good. Yeah. I like when it rains because it helps my little garden. I don't have a big garden, but it helps my little garden grow. I haven't been out there in a while to check it. I need to go check it. Mimi say, which is the best state? Which is the best state? A lot of people like going to Florida. Florida is more like it's not an island, but a lot of people like going to Florida to the beaches, and the climate is always warm. Unlike some of the other states that get cold. A lot of people like to go to New York City. A lot of people like to go to Las Vegas in Nevada, because that's the Las Vegas is where you can go and gamble and go to all different types of casinos and things. So a lot of people like that too. So it's plenty of good states around here, but most people like to go to Florida because it stays warm year round most of the time, and they like going to the beach. Renee say, just talking about the rain is good. Yes, the rain is good. It cleanses your body, cleanses your soul. To me, it's so peaceful. It's good. Like I said, when I was younger, I used to love to run out in the rain. It's just like the Lord is just washing you, just washing all your sins, all your illnesses, everything away. I love just sometimes, I used to when I was younger, just go stand in the rain or run in the rain. You just feel so at peace. Hey, Miss Opal. Miss Opal said, hey, Miss Honey. Renee say, just talking about the rain is good. I read that. Mimi say, I'm going to go now. God bless. God bless you, Mimi. And thank you for stopping by. And thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. I hope to see you on some more lives, or either watching some of my content and comment, and I'll comment right back to you. Amber say, your voice is so sweet and lovely, honey. Thank you. Thank you. I try to be sweet. I like treating people the way I want people to treat me. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it don't. You have some people that's buttholes, but that don't make me change. Now, if you act out of character and act the fool, I can do that too, but that's not my character. I like to treat people the way I want to be treated. Renee said, I used to sit on the screen porch while it rains. Renee, I thought about that. My porch is not screened. I was going, when it stopped, I was going to go sit on my porch and just sit out here. But sometimes, when it rains, it brings the mosquitoes, so I don't have a screening porch, so I don't know if the mosquitoes out. So I have to see, because it's supposed to rain pretty much most of the afternoon. Toya said, idea, is it possible to be your children's friend as well as a parent? Why or why not? Now that's a good topic, Toy, because let me tell you why. I'm in my late 40s, and my mom sometimes still treat me like a 5-year-old. So I have to tell her, Mama, I'm almost 50. You can't treat me like that. So some parents are skeptical about giving up that parent control. And then I see some people where they're grown, around my age or a little younger than me, and they're like best friends with my parents. Now, my mom, I can tell my mom everything. I can go to her, give her advice. I can tell her something because I know it's not going to go nowhere. But as far as them being friends, we had this conversation before, me, her, and my aunts, and she feel like a child should stay in a child place and you can't be friends with your kids. But now I feel like when your kids are young and are teenagers and in their youth, no, I don't think you should be your child best friend, because they get it confused with you being the parent, and they feel like it's okay to do certain things around you, and they lose respect of being your parent. Toya said, hey, Miss Opal. Joshua says, love and sending heart. Thank you, Joshua. Miss Opal say, hi, Toya and sending love. Amber say, you are going for outing or else stay home. I'm staying home. I'm not going to go out. I just came back in, and before I can get in the house, it just started pouring down. So I just sat in the car for a minute. I was sitting here for it to clear out a minute. But I don't think that kids should be friends with parents, because you don't want to lose. It's not authority, but you don't want to lose your respect. But because once your kids get respect for you, it's so easy to lose it when they feel like they don't have to be scared of you. I don't want my kids to be scared of me, but I want them to have fear that mama don't play. Now, my kids, both of mine are in their 20s. Now, I play that mama friend role. And the reason why, I'm still mama, point blank, period. There's a boundary you're not going to cross. But I also still can be that somewhat of a comfort or friend to my kids, because it might be something they going through and they scared to tell you. I don't want my kids to feel like they can't come to me and tell me something, that they got to go tell somebody out in the street, or tell a stranger or a friend that possibly go tell all their business. Or sometimes you have kids, friends that give you wrong advice. They give you advice that's going to hurt you. So I like to be able to talk to my kids and give them good advice. String say, Opal, because you have some friends that are jealous, and some people that your kids think that's their friend, but they're not. They can be jealous of them. Look at these people, these young girls and stuff that go abroad, or they go on trips and stuff and then don't come home. Some have got killed or whatever. Those weren't a true friend. Some people act like they're your friend and have bad intentions for you. So you got to protect your kids at all costs. So it's okay to have some type of friendship, but no, when they're young, I don't believe in having friendship with kids. Opal say, hi, String. Hi, Miss Bonnie B, and she's sending love. And that's just my opinion. But I feel like once they get a certain age, yeah, I mean, you the parent. But once they get grown, they still know that you a parent. It's a boundary that they don't cross. They should never cross with you being a parent. But they should feel comfortable enough to come talk to you about something. And they ain't got to run to somebody else and they getting, bad advice. Because you don't want that. Because, like I said, it's a lot of nasty people out here that do things to hurt your child. And they'll do it intentionally because sometimes they jealous of them. Or they jealous of the life they have. Or they just want to give them bad advice because they're not where they want to be in their life. So they want to see your child be pulled down. So you have to be careful with that. But as far as in keying and hey homegirl or hey homeboy or cussing in front of me and doing all this drinking in front of me and this, nobody. One thing I can tell you now, my kids are in their 20s and they have never cursed in front of me. Every household is different. I know some households upstate, they don't mind that because every culture is different. I'm from the South, so it's a different type of disrespect from other states and stuff. But the way I was raised, I didn't cuss in front of my mom and my dad. Point blank, period. And like I said, I'm in my late 40s and I still to this day respect my mom and my dad, and I do not curse in front of them. Do I call them by their first name? No, I don't do that either. Now, I used to tease my mama at one time, then I felt like it was disrespectful. She told me, she was like, wait a minute, I'm your mama, I ain't your friend. I call her by her name, but just be joking. And she was like, I don't play that. But I feel like it's okay when they get a certain age to be they, not best friend, but to have that bond. Because that's something I told my mom. That's something I yearn for with my mom. When I see other people or other females, they have their bond, they have their mom with their mom. They go on trips with their mom together. You know, they go get their nails and toes done together, or they do that. It's okay to let your guard down when your kid get a certain age, because they mature into an adult. String said parents should be kind and mythical to their kids. I agree. String said same here. Cursing in front of your parents is disrespectful and not honorable. That's right. And when your kids feel like they can curse in front of you and do and say all kind of things around you, they don't have no respect for you. I mean, some people might not agree with me, but they don't have respect. They feel so comfortable around you to where they let their whole guard down. And it's okay to let your guard down some, but like I say, when it comes to parents and kids, there's a boundary. There's a boundary. You got to have that openness where you can talk to your kid. Your kid can feel comfortable to talk to you, but there's a boundary. Hey, I'm still mama. You don't disrespect me that way. I'm dad. You don't disrespect me that way. Where they have that fear in their heart. I can't do that around my mom, my daddy, because they might nut up. But you got some kids that do that. You know, they have all that cussing music and smoking weed in front of their parents, or doing this and doing that. No, don't do that in front of my face. And another thing too, parents, also don't think that your child will never do this and do that, because the way your child act in front of you is a different way they act in front of their friends. So one of my friends said she rather for her kid to drink in front of her, and she let her child have their first wine cooler in front of her, because she didn't want her kid to go out with their friends and their friends possibly put something in the child drink, or their child get drunk, and she didn't know how her child was going to act if she got something to drink and never have drunk something before. So how do y'all feel about that? Do you feel that you want to see how your child is before they drink? Do you think you should introduce alcohol into your kids? Or do you think you should prepare your kids for that? Or do you think you should just tell them no, they shouldn't be drinking at all? I'm the type, I really don't drink. Now, every once in a while I used to drink a wine cooler or something, but hard liquor, I can't tolerate hard liquor. Because hard liquor just don't work with me. I become a different person. Not mean or nothing, but I laugh, I cry, I do this and that. So my husband protect me. Like if we go somewhere or something, if it's something, you know, not strong, then I can drink it some. But hard stuff, if he knew somebody trying to give me some hard liquor, he won't let me get it, because he know. String said parents should also set an example and not curse in front of their children. I agree with that, String. But let me tell you something. Now, I agree with that totally. But like I was saying on your live the other day, when some people didn't have a manual, the Bible is the manual. But when I was raised, my parents cursed. My mom have cursed. Like I said, my mom, she blunt with whatever she had to say. She's totally different now. But she raised kids, and then she was the one that was mostly home all the time. My dad was in the military, so he was overseas a lot. So she was raising boys, and she did the best that she thought she was doing at that time, even though it wasn't good. But now me and my brothers, we don't cuss. One cuss a lot, but me and another one, we don't. So now she gets on to him for all the cussing that he did, and sometimes he'll throw that, well, you used to cuss, or this and that and everything. She telling me, you know, I don't want to hear that. That's in the past or whatever. You know, you shouldn't be cussing around your kids or whatever. So she'll get on him, and he don't cuss in front of her now. But if she overhear him and he don't know she around, she'll get on to him still to this day. But I feel like, yeah, you're right. You shouldn't be an example for your kids, because what your kids see and what they grow up and what they're used to and familiar with, that's what they're gonna, some of them gonna go to that. Now other kids, all kids are different. some kids you gonna strive, they're gonna be good kids and go out here and do this, but then you gonna have the ones that's used to seeing you cuss and seeing you fighting and you acting up. That's gonna stick with, and that's who they gonna become, because that's what you introduce to them. So you have to be mindful. I feel like there's a way to be strict with your kids if need be, without all that cussing, belittling them, calling them B's and hoes. Because I done seen parents call their kids B's and H's and stupid and this and that. And I'm like, wow, I feel sorry for the kids. You can't do a child like that, because for one, you don't know what that child is going through at school. And then the child is going through something at school. Then they got to come home and be belittled in the house. That's a lot on a child. So you have to make sure that your child is not to the point where they can unalive themselves, because you have kids that do that because they don't feel comfortable enough to talk to the parent. That's why I say it's okay to have that, parent have that boundary, but still make it easy for your kids to feel like they comfortable enough to come talk to you. Toya say, my kids don't cuss in front of me. I believe that we should talk to our kids about the consequences of drinking and choosing to do drugs in their now and later date. That's right, Toya. Because I've never did drugs, and my parents never did drugs, and they didn't play that at all. My mom didn't drink at all. My dad would drink a beer, here and there or whatever. He would drink beer or whatever. But my mom never did. I've never seen my mama smoke. I've never seen my mom or my dad do any drugs. I've never seen them do no hard liquor or anything like that. No needles, no this and that. Because the way the world is now, back then, you might have seen some of the people do it, but I've never seen my parents do it. So it wasn't introduced to me. And I thank God they protected me from that. String said, yes, Toya, teach them all the good things and model that behavior to them. And that's correct. Parents should have the role model. Parents have to be role model for the appropriate behavior. And that's correct. That is correct. And when you teach them this, they will know, even if they go astray. That's why I say you got some kids gonna be good, and you got some kids, you can raise them kids the best way you can. Toy say, yes, extreme. And then you got some that might go to college, or they might be at work or something other, and they fall trapped to the wrong person. That's why I say, if you instill this in them while they're young, core values, the right way to live, the right way to be, they're gonna always go back to that. They might fall short, but they're gonna remember what mom and daddy taught them. They're gonna always go back to that. Same thing with teaching them about the Bible and taking them to church and everything. They might go astray, but they're gonna come back to what they upbringing was, what you taught them, the right thing. So you have to instill it in them, and you have to be that parent. As bad as it is, don't get me wrong, as parents, we go through things. Sometimes you have stress, you have this and that on you, but don't take that and let your kids see it. Go sit somewhere. If you have to go to McDonald's or go to a coffee shop, go somewhere and vent. Even if you have to go cry, you got bills piling up, you got this going on, you might have health issues. Go somewhere. Go sit in the car. Go sit to a coffee shop. Go sit somewhere. Don't put that burden on them unless you absolutely have to. Go sit somewhere and work it out yourself. Go talk to God about it. Go and do whatever you got to do to get that peace of mind, so whenever you walk back in that house, you are the parent that those kids need you to be. You are the parent that God entitled you to be. Don't bring all that and go out drinking and partying, this and that, and then your kids got to see you laying all over the sofa drunk, throwing up, mama trying to wake you up, mama crying because you ain't coming home, ain't been home, mama crying about this, or daddy crying because you out here strung out on these drugs, you out here talking to Tom, Dick, and Harry and this and that. Them kids don't need to see that. Same thing with clothes. When you out here, you're a mom, carry yourself presentable. Don't be out here with everything, everybody see all your tail, everybody seeing all your breasts. You out here smoking and this and that out in every man's face. Or you the dad, you out here, you got your pants sagging down. Your kids seeing your pants sagging down, they think that's the way it's supposed to be. You doing this and you doing that, and they feel like, hey, I got to do that to be cool like my dad. No, it's time to stop that, y'all. It's time to raise better kids and be a better example for our kids. Toya say, I can't expect them to not do what they see me doing their whole life. And that's true. When they see you do stuff like that, they pick up on it. Even kids, y'all. Some of these moms and dads be out here and they be cussing and this and that, and the kids be 2 and 3 years old or 1 year old, and they cussing and they think it's funny and this and that. You think them kids ain't gonna do that, but then when they turn 4 and 5 and 6 and go to school and the teacher get on to them, you want to beat their behind. Why? It was cute when they was that little, but now that they started doing it, it's a problem. And now when they go to school, it's the school problem. But you created it because it was cute. It was cute for them to shoot birds and cuss and say this and popping and locking and do this and that. You made them kids that way. So as they grow older, a little bigger, they start getting their own personality. So you instilled in them that where they could have had a different personality, where now they got that as a part of their personality, where they cussing and popping and locking and dropping and pants sagging and this and that. Come on now. String say exactly. Miss Rhea say, yes, be that example, because children watch everything we do, and they do. They do. Even with my grandkids, I have to be careful because I know they watch everything I do. String say, no matter what it is, your family past. That's correct. And that's why you break those generational curses and you become the new norm. You become yourself, not what your parents created or what you seen. You become your own person. Everybody has a chance to be who and what they want to be. Nobody can stop you. If you seen your parents do something, that don't mean you got to do it. You your own person, not them. You got plenty of kids that was raised in the hood, parents on crack and this and that, and doctors and lawyers and teachers and dentists and this and that. But they didn't make what they was raised in, make that be their norm, make that be their life. They took what they had, what they was raised with, and they turned it around for the good. So everybody got a chance to change their life. You don't have to be what your parents were or what you seen, what was put in front of you. When the present time is there in front of you, take that time to try and break generations. I just said it. Shereen, we think alike. You right about that. Miss Opal say right. Toya say speak. String said my sons never wore my pants hanging. My sons never saw my pants hanging down. Their hair was cut every 2 weeks. That's a good dad. Their rooms had to be clean. My dad was the same way. String. Every Saturday morning we had to get up and we had to clean the room. Every Saturday morning. Curfew was when school let out. Okay. Keep them out the streets. That's right. Back in my day, whenever that porch light came on, if you wasn't in that house, guess what you got? You got your tail tore up. And it wasn't just my parents. My whole block that I was on, all the parents was that way. When the porch light come on, when it started getting a little dark, I ain't gonna say the porch light, I'm gonna say the street light. If that street light came on and you wasn't in that house, that was a beating. So me and my friends that we grew up, or the kids in the neighborhood, we knew when the street lights start coming on, we start going home. Because ain't nobody want to get no beating. Our parents, the block that I was raised on, the parents didn't mind beating you in front of each other. You ain't come in and then here you going in your house and you turn around, your neighbors over there getting their tail tore because they didn't get that porch, ain't beat the porch light going in. And then another thing that our parents did, now I used to get beat with a belt, but it took me getting 2 beatings, y'all, and that's all the beatings I got. And then I got one when I started smelling my must, as the old people say, when I was a teenager. And both my parents beat me that day. And I never been disrespectful again. But you got some kids, when we was raised, if you cut up, it wasn't no hollering or taking the phone or this and that. No, you went over there, mama, grandma, auntie, or whoever said, go over there to that tree, that bush, and go pick a switch. And you better not come back with no little switch. If you come back with a little switch, I'm going to get another one. and I'm gonna beat you with both of them. But that's not a steal with these kids, because nowadays you got CPS and everything, and I can understand the kids that are being beat badly. They shouldn't be. But just like they pulling the Bible and Christ and God out of the schools, they pulling them out of sport, pulling him out of sports, they pulling him out of everything. They doing the same thing with sparing the rod with your kids. I didn't say beat them down. I didn't say kill them. I mean, unalive them. I didn't say none of that. But we need to go back to turn their little legs up. Because now kids are raising themselves. They're not afraid of any consequences. They don't have any consequences. Miss Opal said that saying, do as I do as I say. That's right, Miss Opal. Do as I say. I don't work. What did it say? I don't work. Some parents be telling their kids that, and I'm like, what? Shaking my head. They let the kids run them. They do what they want to do. Hey, Miss Sandra. Miss Sandra said, hey, honey, sweet tea in chat. Miss Opal said, hey, Sandra, and she sending love. Stream said, my children never saw me drunk, clubbing, or cursing. That's good, Stream. My kids never saw that with my husband either. I've never seen my dad clubbing or nothing, but I did see him drink a beer. Miss Stream said, Miss Sandra say, hey, Miss Opal. Sandra D said, hey, Stream. And my dad, whenever and y'all might not agree with this, and I don't agree with it either, but I never did it. He was up under the tree drinking with one of his friends, and I was like, I want some, what's that? And my dad was like, beer, you don't drink no beer. He said, and I better not ever catch you with no beer. I said, okay. And then he was like, come here. So he gave me a sip, and I spit it out, and I've never drunk any beer or anything, because I felt like it was nasty. He said he did that because he didn't want me to, and I must agree, I never have, but I felt like it was the wrong way of going about doing it. But like I say, he did it his way. That's the way he felt like that was going to make me not ever want to drink. Now, do I drink? No. But did it work? It worked, but he could have did it a different way. But he was young, and he was learning how to be a father. So he felt like that was going to work. It did work, but it wasn't the right way to do it. And I wouldn't do my kids like that, because I don't want my kids to ever drink nothing. Toy Wolverine. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, that was a call coming in. Miss Opal says, sorry, I said it wrong. I mean, some parents tell their children, don't do as I do, do as I say. That doesn't work. And then Miss Opal, you know what? That's the way I was raised. My mom was so strict. But I can say, Miss Opal, she never did anything in front of us that she wouldn't want us to see, or she wouldn't want us to do. But she was strict. It was just her way. And she's still like that. She feisty, and it's her way. And even with me almost 50, she don't care. It's just her way. And I still respect her. Sometimes I be like, Mom, you got to realize I'm almost 50. You know, I'm not going to make no bad decisions or whatever. But, you know, she still got that motherly, she in that motherly mode. And I feel like it's because all her kids are grown. And she's still in that protect mode. She don't want anything to happen to us. She know we grown. She know we smart. Neither one of her kids has been to jail. Neither one of her kids have been locked up. Neither one of her kids have been on drugs. Neither one of her kids are alcoholics. So she raised us right. We was raised right because my dad, he was a guard in the prison system. And then he was in the military. He was strict. That's why I say every Saturday we had to get up and our rooms had to be in order. Wasn't no laying around, laying in the bed and not cleaning up and not doing this. No, they didn't play that in their house. Every Saturday, your grades had to be good. If your grades wasn't good, my dad would beat you. And then my mom, my brothers, if they cut up, she would get onto them and she would pop their tail. And then when my daddy came home, guess what it was? She'll let him know as soon as he come in the door, they cut up today, and my brother's got another tail cut. He just didn't play it. He was strict. And I understand because he was in the military and they didn't play that. So when they instill that into them, they bring them values home. Stream said, Toya, I think you, me, and Sweet Tea should do a three-way podcast and find another male to balance it out. I think that sounds good, Stream, because we talk some facts, day-to-day living, and things that should take place and things that's not taking place. Somebody need to reach out to our youth, and even some of our older family, mothers and fathers that's not doing right, that's just done gave up. The kids done warm down, because sometimes a parent can get just wore down, beat down, and they gave up. But one thing I know as a mother, for me, it don't matter what my kids do. What if they start going a bad way, I'm gonna try to steer them back the right way. I will never, never, as a mother, ever give up on any one of my kids or my grandkids. You can't. You got to be that voice when they don't have the strength to carry on and go the right way. God created you as made you a mother or a father to lead them the right way. So you can never give up as a mother or father. You got to keep going. Do it beat you down? Yes, it beat you down. It tear you down. Sometimes you have to find time for yourself, but you got to find that strength because your child don't have that strength at that time. So when your child don't have that strength, you got to muscle up that strength and get that strength for your child. Miss Opal said, I understand. I grew up in a military home as well. Yeah, Miss Opal, they didn't play. They were strict. They was very strict. My mom was just strict because she was just mean. I loved her to death, but she was the mean one. And then some of my cousins loved coming to stay to our house. And I was like, why would y'all want to come stay here? And my mama is a mean aunt, but she was never bad to them. She was never mean to them. They knew she didn't play, but she was strict. But she loved them, and she loved it us too. I didn't know that as a child, but as I grew up, all those tail whippings my mama gave me, all those telling offs and this and that, I appreciate it, y'all. Because it made me into the person I am. It made me a better person. It made me a strong person. It made me a good mother. It prepared me to be a good mother. It prepared me to be a good grandmother. Those days when I'm tired and I'm beat down for helping my daughter with her kids. Or I'm tired because I got to be my husband is the provider. He's the head of the household. But I'm his helpmate. So whenever he need that extra push, or he need me to step into my role as the helpmate, sometimes it beats you down. But you have to keep going. You can't sit there. You have to keep going. Keep going. Don't give up. And then when you get tired, just find you a comfort place. Just go in your comfort place and rebuild yourself. Get yourself back mentally and able to do what you can do as a strong mother, as a leader. As a leader. And that go for a mother or a father. Miss Riz say that would be awesome stream. I think it would too, Miss Riz. I think it will too. Miss Sandra said, hey, Miss Riz, and she's sending love. I know, because a lot of parents, they go through, and then I know a lot of these young girls, they go through. It's hard. You have some of the dads that's not in the kids' lives, or they just doing what they want to do, and the mom's stuck. One thing I told my kids, my daughters, the girls brings the babies home. I'm sorry, Miss String, but you probably agree with this. The guys help make the baby. But if you making a baby with somebody that don't carry themselves in the right way, why would you even create a baby with them? I know we all fall victim. We all fall weak. I was even that person at one time. But I learned from my mistake. And my child is not a mistake, so I ain't going to say a mistake. I learned my lesson. It took me 6 years to have another child. Because I knew I wasn't ready. I might do a lot of things that's, but I'm smart. And I know if I'm not ready to be a mom and I'm struggling with one, why go and lay up and have another one? If you can't take care of one, why not get some type of protection? And that go for guys too, not just girls. Why not get some type of protection and protect yourself instead of steady having kids that you can't afford to take care of, or you not mentally in that state of mind to be a good parent? It's easy to go lay up and do this and do that, but once you made that child, it's hard. Real life hits. It really hits, and it hits you hard. Where it was cute and everything, that guy was into you or that girl was into you, and then they leave. Because you got good dads too that raise kids, single parent dads that raise their kids by themselves, because the moms in the club scenes too, and don't want to be no mama. Or either the mama just trifling, don't want to give the children baths or get their hair done or do this and do that for the kids, feed them right and everything, so the dad step up. And then you got some young girls, once the guys come and hit and quit, they go about their business. And you stuck. How the saying go, daddy's maybes, mama's babies, daddy's maybes. And if you carrying yourself out here and you laying up with this guy and that guy, some of these boys don't feel like it's their child. And then it take a process to have, to get a paternity test done, or some of them don't even have the money to get it done. And then you raising a child by yourself, you, your mama, your daddy, whoever raising a child. And especially if you're not working, who you think gonna take care of that child? Not you. Not you. Miss Riz said, hey, Sandra and Opal. It's just, we got to, I don't know, we got to get this. I just want to get our youth back. I want it to be the way it used to be. I know it'll never get there, but we can help some. When you teach your kids and guide them the wrong way, hey, no, don't do no drugs, and be an example for your kids, to your kids. Is it hard? Yes, it's hard. But that's the way it is. If Jesus can never fail us and never leave us, if God never leaves us, why would you? And we do so many sins, we do so many things on a daily basis that we don't even realize we doing it. If he never turned his back on us, why would you turn your back on your child? If he can do his best, do his all, because he's the only one that's perfect, and try, and he not try but do right by us, why us as a parent can't try our best and do right by our kids? And even when you see a kid, the type of person I am, when I can see a parent that's struggling, and I have did this so many times, struggling, don't have no money, don't know how their kids gonna eat and this and that, I have cleaned out my freezer and gave this young girl a good bit of food out my deep freezer to make sure her kids wasn't hungry. She didn't have no stamps or nothing. I had cereal and everything. I took it out my house. I said I just go get me some more whenever I get a chance to go to Sam's. But I cleaned out most of everything and gave it to her. Why not be that kind and then try to guide her? Because she felt like she didn't have the mother guidance that she need. And I try to guide her the right way. And I still talk to her like she my child. I done help some young girls with buying clothes for their kids. Or give them a couple dollars. I don't know too many people that's rich. But every little penny can help somebody if you see them going down the right track. And even if you don't, you can try to guide them. Pull them aside. Like some of the church members pull us aside when we're not doing right. The good church members that try to steer us the right way when they know we're not doing wrong. Hey, you want to join the choir? Hey, you want to be an usher? Hey, you need to talk to pastor. Hey, you need to do this or that. That's what we need. That's exactly what we need. We need, we got to water our children. Just like this rain watering the earth. God help washing some of our sins away. Making sure we got a way to eat and everything. Let's water some of our children. Let's water our families. Let's water the world. Let's show love. That's why I don't go by race. I don't go by nothing. I go by the way people treat me. I treat people the way I want to be treated. And I love on everybody. It don't matter what color you is, what size you is. If you got some kind of disabilities or whatever, everybody deserves to be loved. But y'all, I just came on here for a few minutes. I'll go back live again tomorrow. I didn't have no topic today. I appreciate y'all sitting in the rain with me till the rain cleared up. And tomorrow I definitely have my book. I don't know if I'm gonna go live tomorrow. I might go live tomorrow. I try to spend the weekend with my family, you know, because they be off on the weekend. But if not, I'll let y'all know. But if I do go live, I'll let y'all know. And I definitely have a good topic. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. And if you catching the replay, hey, come on and join the girl channel. We have good topics over here. Topics about life and things that might benefit or help you in life. So if you watching the replay, thumbs up the live, please. And come on and subscribe. You will like it over here. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all stay warm or stay dry wherever you at. If it's not dry, if it's not raining, stay cool. And if it's raining where you at, stay dry. And I love y'all and thank y'all for stopping by. Y'all have a good day.